Brother-in-law Henry were going at it. Again. I had to tell them to keep the racket down.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know, I assure you it is not. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the ash to kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well. That's a big if, and I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the ash stuff. Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you? No, you misunderstand, I think. I placed the order last week. I'm just waiting. So, did you need something, or...? Correction. Mr. Wilson has a disagreement with me. I can't tell if he's just being willfully ignorant, or has just entirely misunderstood my proposals. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Akila City. I hope that clears things up.
So your work is meant to help folks and not shame them. I'm with you so far.
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me? Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered. That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
Vigilance is what keeps Akila City safe.
Did you factor in the local gravity before doing that?
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Like to set up shop at old facilities.
Lead on a job.
Aggies. Sam warned me about this place once. Don't remember why. Oh well, we'll figure it out.
Thank you for saving my husband. Dad keeps saying he's sorry all the time. It's weird.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous attractions of honest Earth.
What? Over there. Tourists?
I give him 3 minutes before the suspension.
Genuine stretch in the nostrils there. Well, they should post a sign. I know. Warning or something.
The sensors are pretty durable. I mean, don't go using them as target practice, and they're good to go. You got some good news, I hope? Well, that's that then. So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does. Oh no, I wouldn't think of asking you to do that. I'm gonna hack it, but I need you to get that guard away from it long enough for me to do it.
Perfect. If we work together, we can distract anybody.
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
Yeah? What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot. And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith? Well, if you say so. I guess I believe you. Just don't do anything I'll regret, okay?
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared. That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear.
It's all over.
And yet, you have aided in the advancement of... Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis. That might... If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or leave. Ethan handles all the orders.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I like?
The sensors shouldn't cause any disruption at all. I checked the schematic 3 times. Oh, it's you. I got the data from the seismic sensors, and I need help. Nothing that would get you in trouble this time. Promise.
We're done here.
I need someone to go talk to Davis Wilson. He isn't speaking to me. None of the security folks are, actually. Oh, thank you. It's really nice to hear that when others just don't seem to care. Remember the sensors you helped me set up around the city? Well, Davis Wilson is pretty angry about it. I suppose I should have expected that, but now no one involved with security is willing to talk to me. At all. And I really need to coordinate with them because the data I'm getting from the sensors is, well, it's off. Not what I expected at all. Kinda everything. The timing of the results, the strength of the signals. I did a lot of research on the Ashta before I started this project, and none of it lines up like it should. No, the tech is fine. I never would have put it out there if I had any reservations about that. Look, I know I screwed up here. I went behind Davis's back and did what he told me not to. I don't expect him to talk to me. But this, I'm not gonna lie, it looks an awful lot like someone has been purposely messing with the system. I can't just stroll up and accuse him of anything, but maybe someone, you I'm thinking, could just ask around, see if something is going on. I'd really appreciate it.
People around here think we own Akila. They're wrong. The Ashta do. Don't mean to be rude, but I got a lot of things on my plate right now, so unless this is important... Oh, did you now? And did that perhaps come from a certain entitled so-called inventor who's caused me no end of headaches? Oh, that's rich. She hacks into our system, sets up her damn tech against my explicit instructions, and I'm the one screwing her. She made my life a lot more difficult, but I don't have time to deal with that right now. I have more important. Been tracking Ashton for a long time now, and suddenly their behavior doesn't add up. Probably not a coincidence. That makes sense. Something's got him riled up. Now I need to get back out there and get some eyes on this situation. Since you so interested, looks like you can handle yourself. You wanna join me? Yeah, I've heard more than a few hunters say. Gear yourself up however you need to.
I just don't think we'll have a second date.
Give me some time to get to the gates. I ain't as nimble as I used to be. All right, you ready to head out there? Okay then. Just stick close to me, keep your head on a swivel, and you'll be fine. We'll be back before you know it. And maybe we'll get some answers.
Oh, I do not get paid enough to deal with stuff like that.
This is what I'm talking about. These tracks. They're all wrong. The spacing, the depth, just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going. Ash to Burrow. You feel them coming before you see them. The Ashta are clever.
Do you see something that I don't?
Follow any other paths I expect them to. It just doesn't add up. Looks like the tracks head this way. What in the hell? This is one of our security bots. Someone sent this thing out to mimic the Ash. What in the world? Shit, you hear that? Eyes up, we got incoming.
Okay, if you insist. Surprise! No guns. Do this again soon, right? Sure, I've got a minute. Right, no worries.
Stay close. Stay safe. You know how to handle yourself. Most times someone encounters an Ashta, they panic. Not you. Now I got even more questions. Who in the hell did this, and why? No, this almost cost us lives. No one I know would think that's funny. Someone from Akila security did this. We're the only ones that have access to these robots or can change their orders. I need to check this over, see if I can find some more details. While I do that, I need you to run back to the city. Check the access logs on the computer in the barracks. Look for whoever signed for this thing last. I'll meet you in the city when I'm done here.
I used to be an actual...
So we're gonna have a house, Mom?
Now look at me. That's what Mr. Taylor... Carrots are coming in now. Any damage?
No.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet. Oh, hey there. Back already.
Davis said something about you going on patrol with him? He's... he's all right, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out there. Oh, no. Look, people getting hurt was never part of it. Davis has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job. The damn robot was just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down. It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
Maybe. Maybe not. You had good intentions, then that counts for something.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's firearm.
You do not want to go outside.
That robot could have killed people. The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty. You have any better luck than I did? Know who's responsible? You serious? Oh, Bailey, what were you thinking? My own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's gone crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much, but not made of money around here. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful. I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move.
Nice hat.
Bailey's over thin ice. Mistake, she's out of a job.
Something to report?
My research could open up more of Akila to settlement. In time. Hey! How have you been? Staying out of trouble?
This isn't the UC. As
As long as you're courteous to the neighbors, do what you want.
We're still waiting on the loan from Galvin.
I must warn you, ma'am, that Oak and Akila...
I suppose you could. Things here have been, well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. I know. I think we both realize that, and we're working on putting it behind us. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
Ain't no funny stuff with that boot cap.
Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you? Right to the point, then. Ah, that woman, I swear. Even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not sure yet. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right, and it's just a glitch. And, no need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Akila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent type cops are getting the niggas inside wherever the fail. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're gonna make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warners just don't. Get through to them. Most of them don't come back.
More where that came from.
He drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashton big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was new as anything and just listened to him. Now though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and heat stroke. Maybe I did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it! What happens? You make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Did you say something?
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
Maybe, maybe not. We had to do everything we could, same as anybody. It was amazing, though.
You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. Looks like I can still learn a thing or two. Thanks again for saving my ass.
Evening, ma'am.
So, what happened?
Well, either way, we can't keep them here forever.
No, he didn't. There's no way Davis would say that, even if it's true. But it is true, isn't it? My data was accurate. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Yes, you're right. I need to reevaluate all the existing data. Who knows what else we can get out of it? I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Once we head through those gates, the Astra will start hunting us down pretty fast, so beware.